Hello my friends and happy Kaiju July. Today we're going to be finishing off the Godzilla Rivals Round 2 trade paperback by taking a look at Godzilla Rivals Mothra vs Titanosaurus. And man, two of my favorite kaiju coming together. That's so cool. And we are going to look at it in the single issue format because even though this book is in smack dab in the middle of the trade paperback and it can lay flat sort of well right there, by the end of the issue though it's gonna flop over like that. So let's just go ahead and look at it in the single issue format, even though I highly recommend picking up the trade paperback if you're looking to collect the story after the fact, because it's a much better value in this situation. And also I wanted to correct the record. In my versus Gigan video I said this sketch was not featured in the trade paperback, but I misspoke. When I flipped through and looked really quick, I just missed it because it was the very last page. And also, this cover right here is not featured in any of the single issues, to my knowledge. I might be misremembering, but when I was flipping through this, I just wanted to show that off. Very cool cover by Clayton Crane. But we're going to look at this issue right now. And man, yeah, I just love this cover so much. Like, this is one of those covers where, like, let me just slap that on my wall. You know what I'm saying? So cool. So this is written by Blue Delliquanti. I hope I'm saying that right. And the art is by Feriowind. Some interesting names. Really great work you put together, guys. I like what you do. No disrespect if I said something wrong. Very fun story, though. It's about this scientist and his partner that are doing some kaiju research, and in particular with reading some wavelengths and signals that kaiju are attuned to that the human senses cannot pick up on. Very fun. We have the Mothra egg floating around and people coming around to try and do stuff with it, and these guys are trying to run some experiments, and they end up kind of getting the go-ahead by the government who was stationed here just because they know them. It's real cute. I like their relationship a lot. It's very well developed. These two fellas, that's how you do a good LGBT Q plus whatever relationship in a comic. How they did it in this comic. Like, the representation we saw in the Ebirah Rodan issue, that's very hollow and stupid and preachy. This gay relationship is organic and nice and beautiful, and it's not in your face. It's very respectful, and I appreciated that from my perspective as a dude who's with another dude and doesn't like things that are preachy, just likes being treated normal. You know what I'm saying? So I very much appreciated that about this issue, on top of the fact that it features two of my favorite giant monsters. Like, Titanosaurus is such a beast in this. He's super cool, even though not a whole lot actually happens. But yeah, man, the people look good in this comic, and the monsters look awesome. Like, so cool. I love this here too, where we see them and the difference between them driving towards the monster stuff and everybody trying to get away from it. Cracks me up. But this is cool. So these guys rally a bunch of people to help them drag Mothra's egg out into the water so they can get some tugboats and pull it away, because they know the Titanosaurus is coming towards the egg and they want to get it away from civilization. You don't want any of that fighting going. They end up making contact with some these military people who set them up with their equipment to help them try and do their big pheromone mind control experiment thing. They're going to try and understand and communicate with the creatures to try and calm them down. And man, I just love this panel here. That looks so cool. Yeah, this whole thing, that's just dope. But basic plot, not anything crazy, but very fun. I enjoyed everything about this issue. There's a little bit of personal stake going on because when this fella activates the device, it kind of goes haywire and fries him. We get some really cool monster action in here, and I love how the creatures are illustrated. And we get a nice happy ending too, with Mothra reuniting with her egg. Very happy. And then we get them two just staring off into the sunset, and the Mothra and a little bit of a fin. Just a very nice ending. Wonderful issue. Great action. Pretty fun but basic plot, and I very much enjoyed the representation and development of that couple. It was subtle and sweet and appreciated. I really like this this main cover here. It's so cool, and same guy who did the artwork inside, and it looks phenomenal. And like I said, I would just slap this up on my wall. It's sick. But look at this Sophie Campbell cover and tell me that is not just sick as hell. Like, man, if I saw both of these on the shelf at the comic shop, I would be torn. I would leave it up to a coin flip because I could not decide. Like, so good. So good. I'm getting like total blacklight poster vibes from this too. Just switch the colors up a little bit. But like, you know what I'm saying? And then we get this really sick cover too. Romero Johnson. I think we saw them do another cover too in one of the other issues. But this is really radical as well. I love it. It's really cool. But I still think I would have gone for one of the other two covers. Overall, I'm really happy with the one I got. This is a great issue. I highly recommend it. Again, I think if you're going to pick up any of these stories at this point in time, you might as well just pick up the trade paperback because it's a better value and you get all the issues in one. But I'll be honest with you. This is by far my favorite issue in the whole trade paperback, and if you're just gonna grab one issue off of it, just go ahead and grab this issue because it's great. And I just kind of wish that this was in the first trade paperback, because that first trade paperback was on fire with good stuff here. But we got more Godzilla Rivals down the road, because if nothing else, I know I want to show you that Space Godzilla issue, because that thing is so sick. So look forward to seeing that a little bit down the road. And I got some other really cool stuff too that, a lot of Godzilla stuff, but I got a few more surprise not Godzilla kaiju things that are going to come up, and that's going to be a whole lot of fun. So look forward to seeing you tomorrow on Kaiju Live.